everyone, Suzanne here from the Paper Variety with another holiday card video. I'm going to be using my Create a Critter Cricut cartridge again today, this time using the phrase key for the reindeer to make this little joy sentiment. And it has a snowflake inside the letter O, which I'm going to turn into a little shaker card. I already made my card base. I used a piece of black cardstock folded in half to make an A2 size card, and then I put a piece of white cardstock behind a blue pattern paper snowflake here. And then we're going to cut our image to fill most of the card. Now I measured this across, and it's about 4 3/4 across for the blue pattern paper, and I want my sentiment to be about that length. So I'm going to set my dial size at 4 1/2 and use the fit to length feature. I already have my dial size at 4 1/2. I'm going to hit fit to length. This is the phrase key, and then the reindeer. And it's going to make the joy with the O blacked out, and I'm going to use black paper for that piece. Now if we were doing other layers like a paper piecing, we'd want to hit the OK button to see what the height of our image would be, and it's going to be 2 1/4. But this just has 2 pieces to it, so we don't really need to worry about that today. So I'm going to go ahead and press cut. I have my blade set at 6, speed at max, and pressure at max. Okay, I'm going to hit line return. Move my dial down here. Over just a little bit. This time we're going to hit shift. Whoops, we're going to hit shift and the reindeer. And this should come up with the joy with the snowflake cut out of the center. This piece is going to be on white cardstock. Go ahead and press cut. My mat is not very sticky, so I'm hoping this cuts out smoothly. Perfect. So here's our Cricut cuts laid out. We have the layer in black, and then this white piece will go over top. We're going to be making a shaker card, so I needed to use my circle template here to trace what the size of the circle was, and it was 2 inches. So I used that template to trace onto Fun Foam a 2-inch circle, and I cut that out, and then I trimmed the center out as well, and actually did that 2 times. I don't know if you can see, there's 2 layers there, and so I glued those together with my mono adhesive, and I also went ahead and glued a sheet of acetate to one side. So there's acetate in a 2-inch circle plus the 2 pieces of Fun Foam glued together, and then the center cut out. And what's going to happen is that's going to go acetate closest to the white layer. Well, this is going to go upside down here. Acetate closest to the white layer. Our beads are going to go in the center, and then this whole thing is going to get glued here. So I went ahead and took my white joy layer, and I put mono adhesive all around the outside of the circle on the reverse side. And I'm going to take my shaker box piece that I explained earlier and adhere it down with the acetate side against the white layer. And that's going to be the front of the card. So I'm just going to line this up so that when you're looking at the card, you don't see the Fun Foam sticking out anywhere. Okay. So there we go. We have a little bit of trimming up here. Maybe I can just scooch that down a little bit. Make sure I'm in frame here. Actually, nope, it's pretty stuck. So I'll just go ahead and trim a little bit of that off. Okay, so there we have our joy layer. Now I'm going to put this upside down, and I'm going to go ahead and put mono adhesive all around the top of this piece. And we're going to go ahead, it's really sticky, and put our beads in. And I'm just using iridescent pearl beads from my local Walmart, and I'm just going to put a handful. Whoa, not that many that I just dumped in my hand, I don't think. Well, let's see. Let's take a few of those out. I think that's a good number. Some of them are going to stick to the outside, so you want to make sure you have enough that you can see them, but not so much that they can't shake around. Oh dear, do you hear them scattering? Okay, Then we're just going to line up the reverse side of our joy on top here. I think this is the easiest way to get your shaker card together without spilling it. Okay, and then when we flip it over, perfect. In the center of that snowflake has those beads that move around. So then I'm going to flip this upside down, put a little bit of mono adhesive on the black layer, and stick that to the center of my card. Here's our finished card. I think it turned out really cute. When you shake it, you can see the little beads falling inside the snowflake there. Remember that Abby's hosting a giveaway on thepapervariety.blogspot.com. If you were inspired by our cards or you started making your own holiday cards, enter one to win some Imaginance goodies. If you're watching on YouTube, head over to our blog for more details. Thanks so much.